Hello and welcome back to my channel and back to the 30-day Better You Challenge. It's day 22 and today's challenge is spend time in nature. I just invite you to step away from the busy human world and step into nature. Take a walk in the park or hike in the forest, sit by a river or a lake, take in a sunrise or a sunset over the ocean or over the mountains, and get some of that silence and solitude that we talked about in an earlier video. I really think that there's a great longing within each and every one of us to reconnect. There's this wilder side of us who yearns to be reunited with nature. Human beings as a species has spent something like 95% or more of our entire existence living outdoors. But today's modern humans are almost completely closed off to the natural world. And instead we sit in our little boxes we call homes and offices, and we stare at other little boxes with screens, glued to our technology with an average of 7 hours a day of screen time, according to latest statistics. And that's a shame because there are so many wonderful things nature has to offer, from fresh air and exercise to the vitamin D our bodies produce when we're exposed to sunshine. We can rest and restore our brains, reduce stress, and better tune into our senses. We're able to recalibrate ourselves and sometimes gain a fresh perspective. Nature is healing. Even hospitals are being designed with more green spaces and rooms with views of trees and gardens because medical science has actually identified a positive correlation between patients who recover faster and more fully and their access to green spaces. Beyond that, I personally believe that having a fondness for nature opens you up to having a divine connection with the world. Nature is the gateway between worlds, as the well-known spiritual leader Ram Dass puts it. And I think we can all relate to that feeling of euphoria we get when we're watching a particularly colorful sunset or watching the steam rise over a lake that's so still it looks like a mirror. In those moments, we become almost speechless as the serenity of the scene overtakes us. And even if it's just for a moment, all of our troubles suddenly just seem to melt away. So get out there and bond with nature, even if it's just sitting in the grass, feeding ducks at your local park. It'll be good for you, I promise. I myself love the outdoors, and I've always loved camping and hiking ever since I was little, and I spend a lot of my free time exploring North America's wild places. In fact, the footage you've been watching in this video is all my own footage. But as often as I get to go out adventuring, it never seems to be enough. So recently, I've decided to quit my job, pack up my camera gear, and live full-time on the road exploring beautiful wild lands. I'll be sharing my adventures and discoveries right here on this channel in the very near future. So if you're into van life, foraging, hiking, wildlife photography, regional folklore, campfire cooking, and staring up at the stars, contemplating your existence, you and I should definitely be friends. And I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. That really helps support this growing endeavor. So I hope you're inspired to explore the wilderness in your area. That's all I have for you today. We'll see you right back here tomorrow for day 23.